have started the stream. I have no idea about them. He knows it all. I don't. I don't. It might not be on.
Okay.
But
you could hear some voices. You couldn't make out what they were saying in the live stream on Friday. You could hear voices.
yeah, and it's because I didn't know.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So, but Stuart knows all the.
Okay.
Now that his stuff is set up, so.
Oh, yeah, no, there's, it's going on there. You can see it.
Yeah, that'll be the mic from this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's.
Okay, so I have this. Going to choose pressure.
Copy this link. Just when I think I'm caught up.
Oh, no, we previewed it? Want me to
Yeah,
get a preview
yeah.
running, or you get that all running?
I am.
Hello, I'm Stuart.
Good morning, Stuart. I'm Jen.
Hi, Jen. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Want a chair?
I think, you know what? I'll probably, if I sit, I'll even see less. So, I'll probably stand, but thank you.
No, so I was just unsure because we're live.
Okay.
Are the mics on or off?
They are on.
Okay, that's what.
Well, this one is anyway.
Yeah. So now
Here.
what do
All right, folks, welcome to this game, this bronze medal game for the 2018 Midget AAA Female Hockey League's Provincial Championships here in Red Deer, Alberta, in the Service Arena. Your two voice talents today will be Mr. Darcy Rosie, the voice of the Red Deer Chiefs, and myself, Stuart Hill, during the regular season, voice of the Calgary Fire. Bringing this live to you, live streaming from Red Deer, Alberta in the Service Arena. This game will be underway in 7 minutes, 32 seconds. Stand by.
So get rid of her. Still scratched?
No, she's in. It's, she's injured.
Healthy scratch?
She's injured, yeah.
Oh, injured. You know the status of St. Albert? Or Lloydminster? With this side?
I'll maybe go double check downstairs.
I'll go. It's okay.
It's, we're on the sponsorship.
I see, okay.
So the legs are, when I have it in a double mode, that's what's a lot. Okay. When it's,
It's single or just whatever slide is slide.
that's fine.
Gotcha. I should have a sucker in my mouth the whole time so I don't talk.
Yep. I'll stay out of your way as much as I can. So we got 2 injured on their side, 1 injured this side. These two just aren't listed. Yeah. doesn't indicate it on the score sheet.
They'll be lined up. We can kind of get them as soon as I'll circle them. And
We'll try and get it for the next game before they start. Get somebody to visit the coaches and ask them to line up.
Welcome to the Bronzeville game between the Lloydminster PWM Steelers and Red Deer Summertime Chiefs. Red Deer Run Hockey, the Summertime Midget AAA Chiefs appreciate the support of those who generously donated to the efforts of hosting this tournament. Bronze sponsors on track safety, Jump 360 trampoline, Central Alberta Football,
Just so you know, the cable tension will slowly pan the camera back this way.
Silver
So that goes and slowly pan it back. So you just have to keep it a little bit of pressure against the handle there, and it'll keep it over there for you.
World Class. Gold sponsors Tarpon Energy, Bravo Market Safety, Cal Fractal Services, HSE Integrated, Crunch Fitness Western Mall, and Platinum sponsors John Young at johnyoung.ca.
All right, there you have it, folks. We're about to have game time starting here. Both teams going back to their benches, getting ready for the Canadian National Anthem, and then we'll be underway. Quick update for you while both teams are getting ready. For the Red Deer Chiefs, we have two injured players not playing today. Number 10, Kaylee Mueller, and number 17, Emma Thomas. For the Lloydminster Steelers, not playing today is an injured player, number 22, Jade Sandberg. Starting lineup for the Lloydminster Steelers today: number 4, Chelsea Derbyshire; number 7, Brooks Kipchako; number 9, Stephanie Fisher; number 11, Jaden Thorpe; number 16, Taylor Willinson; and number 33 in goal, Belen McKee. For Red Deer, starting lineup for them is number 2, Erin Chambers; number 11, Avery Lajeunesse; number 14, Julia Goulietz; number 16, Sage Timer-Gray; and number 15, Sage Timer-Gray; number 31, Chantel Sandquist.
Missing one. Missing one.
Sorry, and number 19, Jenna Heimer's out there in the starting lineup as well. All right, we're at the 19-minute 20 mark of the first period. Red Deer Chiefs taking on the PWM Steelers from Lloydminster. Shot from the corner from the outside at the hash marks was number 24 for Lloydminster. That's Kelsey Hall, catching the opposite far side. Unfortunately for the Red Deer, that caught Chantel Sandquist a little off guard. Lloydminster goes up at the 54 seconds into this first period.
Well, not the start that Red Deer's looking for, but Lloydminster, who fell 5-1 yesterday, probably the perfect start they were looking for.
Oh, exactly. To get that early momentum is critical, but this gives a chance for Red Deer hopefully to settle down and get back in the game as they battle for it in their zone. Of course, Lloydminster falling to Red Deer yesterday at a 5-1 score. That really put some motivation on their team to try and bring things back to their side. Red Deer equally, though, doesn't want to give this one up as it's the bronze medal final. Here comes Red Deer's number 9. That's Brandy Steinman coming in, trying to step past Tiani Ramko for Lloydminster. Doesn't quite get it there as now Ramko turns behind the net, looks up the far side, tries to pass it forward to number 23, Kaylee Craig. She didn't see it coming, though, so went all the way down the ice, and that will be icing against Lloydminster. Face-off to the left of Bella McKee for Lloydminster, and Red Deer wins that face-off back to the point. Shot through traffic, goes wide and right. Bella McKee sees it off the boards and decides to hold it for a whistle to figure yet another face-off in the Lloydminster zone. Here's Alicia Day for Lloydminster, double the puck into the corner. Gets in there first as Red Deer's goaltender Chantel Sandquist back there to stop it. In deep for Lloyd was number 17, Mackenzie Datchuk, but Red Deer able to get the puck out of their zone. Lloyd forced back to their zone. Derbyshire dumps it forward, expected to go to number 16, for Lloydminster, Taylor Wilkinson. Other side of her reach, though, and this will be an icing call against Lloydminster once again. Face-off coming back to Lloydminster, and it'll go to the right of Bella McKee. Red Deer winning that face-off again. That's 2 in the zone they've won so far. Can't quite get it through traffic, though. Back in the neutral zone, turning back into the Red Deer across the blue was Erin Chambers. Unfortunately, her partner hadn't quite got onside yet, so it'll be offside against Red Deer. Face-off just in front of the Lloydminster bench in the neutral zone at 17:41 first period. Shots 1-1, but Lloydminster leads 1-0. Any early trends there, Darcy?
Well, like I said, it's both sides are obviously feeling it. Lloyd came out with a first minute goal, and then Red Deer took it back and kind of got a couple of draws. So we'll probably see that for the first 5-6 minutes here as teams kind of settle out and feel each other out, and then we'll get a better idea how it's going from there.
Yeah, they're going to feel out, as you mentioned. The feeling out is going to be also figuring out where the bar is going to be for the officiating today. So what's going to press that bar for penalty calling? As I noticed that number 16 for Red Deer, Elena Wagstaff, was pretty much draped over the Lloydminster player from behind. She didn't have her wrapped around, though, so not dancing with it, but not quite getting to the holding or interference type of call there. Big scramble in front of the Lloydminster net as diving out to stop it was Bella McKee. Red Deer's, I can't quite see the number on that, Darcy. It's at 14, I believe.
Yeah, that was 14, Juliana Goliaths.
Yeah, right on the doorstep.
We're definitely gonna see a lot of crashing the net on both sides. Neither team is afraid to go to the net. So.
Oh, exactly. You're not going to score if you don't get close and don't shoot. It's perfect. Great observation. Bella McKee actually having to dive out of the net to cover that because with Gouliatt's right on the doorstep. It was way too dangerous to leave that puck out there. Shot from outside the blue by Peyton Lombach. This time Red Deer's goaltender decides to take her turn. Chantal deciding to hold on to that, so face-off will come to her left in the Red Deer zone at 17:06 of the first period. Shots now 3-2 in favor of Lloydminster, as both teams vying for the battle of offensive dominance. Puck up the broadcast side boards, spits loose. Here comes Red Deer's number 15. That's Sage Saint-Regret. Gets in close, shoots from the dots of the circle. Tries to put it on net, and she had her partner, number 14, Juliana Gouliatt's again, right on the doorstep in the crease. Red Deer getting right, like you said, Darcy, in the face of the Lloydminster goaltender to keep the pressure up. Lloydminster coming up with the puck this time as Tyler Anderson takes the puck up bench broadcast side here and dumps the puck deep into Red Deer's zone. Unfortunately, she dumped it from behind the center line, so that will be again icing against Lloydminster, and the puck's going to come back to Lloydminster's end. At 16:37 of the first period, shots even at 3, Lloydminster leading by 1. Here in the bronze medal final for the 2018 Midget AAA Female Provincials. So Hockey Alberta's tournament here has been a great show. All the teams putting on a bit of a clinic. The top two teams will be playing next. The game after this one is a battle currently for the bronze medal. Red Deer clearing their zone now. Here comes Red Deer's number 7, it's Katie Rosie. She's got Brandy Steinman in the center, but unfortunately Brandy was at just half a step offside as Katie tried to set things up. Red Deer still finding their pace, just trying to get themselves settled down to get that attack under coordinated efforts. Lloydminster winning that faceoff just outside their zone. Chipping it forward was number 9, Stephanie Fisher for Lloydminster. Puck goes deep.
Give you some more room.
All right, 15:04 left in this first period. Shot from the top of the circle by Red Deer's number 16, Elena Wagstaff. Fairly easy save there for Bella McKee. Face off to the right of Bella McKee in Lloydminster's zone. 14:59 left in this first period. Lloydminster leading by 1. Puck in the neutral zone, but Red Deer's number 5, that's Ray Zott, comes across the line. Tries to shoot, but Reese Lombach for Lloydminster's defense intercepts that, and now Lloydminster's number 23, Haley Craig, is able to get it. Reese Lombach puts it forward over to Craig again, outside of her reach, though, is now Red Deer's Juliana Gouliatt's in his doorstep once again, forcing Bella McKee to once again smother that puck. As the Red Deer's forwards having a bit of a chat with Lloydminster's defense in the crease there. Linesman coming back to make sure things are kept cordial. 14-19 in the first period, 5-3 shots in favor of the Lloydminster Steelers. Sorry, of the Red Deer Chiefs. Lloydminster's Mackenzie Dotchuk steps across the blue. She's got Alicia Day in the center. Red Deer clearing the puck around the boards, but not out as Jacelyn Scott from the blue line for Lloydminster plays the puck deeper. Red Deer's number 14, Juliana Gouliet's now trying to gather some steam from behind the net. Gets it to the blue line for a partner who puts it across ice intended for number 15. St. Sandra Gray doesn't quite get there as Lloydminster dumps it back in and they complete their change. Forecheck pressure coming from Jenna Plumundon as Lloydminster's number 4, Chelsea Desbouchures, the defenseman, steps in to keep the puck in the zone. And they battle for it now broadcast side with Chelsea Desbouchures coming opposite side, doing a defensive switch on the defense responsibilities. Getting tongue-tied already, Darcy.
Well, it's a little earlier than we needed to be here, so we're getting our tongues figured out this morning, so.
13 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in this first period. Face-off just outside the Red Deer zone. Puck coming back to the Red Deer goaltender, where Chantel Sanquist just stops it and plays it in behind her net for the defense to organize. And out comes number 7. That's your daughter, Katie Rosie. She comes on the right side, long bench side. She gets deep into the zone, being watched by Chelsea Desbouchures. And now number 11, Jaden Thorpe.
Oh, that's a good stick there from Jenna Heimer. Stepping up, getting in the way.
Yeah, you have to close those lanes down to be able to keep the attack from going anywhere. Great play there. Reese Lombach playing the puck around to her sister, Peyton Lombach, on the points. And she's got, again, Lloydminster's Haley Craig, the affiliate player, playing today. Stepping in. She's had a good weekend tournament this weekend. She's put lots of very good shifts in. And she plays it up the boards to her partner, number 24, Kelsey Hall. Reese Lombach running into the very sturdy arms of Shay DeMille, taking the receiving end of that, contact. There's the word we're looking for. So,
yeah. You can see some players just have a knack for finding that puck, and Cassidy Mapplethorpe, no matter how hard she tried to lose it, she just it kept near her stick. She just has that knack. Some players just have it, and she's definitely one of them.
And there she is. She gets the puck.
And there she goes.
Exactly, like you said, the stick on the hand, the puck on the stick, and she just dangled that, and she put it up over the shoulder. Bella McKee. Lloydminster unable to fend off that attack, and that brings it 1-1 now. Both teams tied at 11:41 mark of this first period.
Yeah, like I said, it's amazing. No matter what level of hockey you're playing, there's always a couple of players where the puck just seems to magically get to them. And I mean, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of intuition, and knowing the game. But yeah, Cassidy's definitely one of those players where you can see that it just finds her stick.
Mapplethorpe from Zott, 11:41 in this first period, bringing Red Deer tied the Lloydminster Steelers. So now we've got Lloydminster's number 17, and Mackenzie Dotchuk now taking the puck out of the zone, gets it the neutral zone, where Red Deer's number 17, Julie Wagner, the affiliate player for Red Deer, is trying to dump it in, but it doesn't gets to the blue line, but not across. Where Lloydminster basically elects to dump it and change as Tyra Anderson and the rest of the line go off for their partners. This is number 17, Julie Wagner again for Red Deer, trying to get it out of the defensive zone. Goes off the back of the net and around the boards. Back to the point where Chelsea Desbouchures for Lloydminster tries to play it deeper. battle broadcast side down in front of us here, as now Red Deer's number 15 again, Sage Samargrat gets the puck deep. In to chase it for Lloydminster is number 7, Brooks Kripchenko. Supporting her is number 11, Jaden Thorpe. There you have Red Deer's Julian Goliaths again with out with Sage Samargrat to heat pressure deep in the Lloydminster zone. You got Samargrat out in front. Goliaths in behind the net battling for puck possession. She's got now support from her partner, Avery Lajeunesse. Chelsea Desbouchures bumped off the puck. And this will be her getting a cross-check penalty, or maybe a head contact penalty. Nope, they're going for the cross-check at the 10:03 mark of this first period. So Chelsea Desbouchures for the Lloydminster Steelers taking a halftime penalty, a 10-minute mark of the first period, is cross-checking against Red Deer. So Red Deer is now on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Alexander Thompson for Lloydminster, the defense, left defenseman there, thwarting that attack and dumping the puck back in the neutral zone. Here comes Cassie Maplethorpe. She's already got one to her name. She dumps it forward for her partner, Paige Grenier, who takes it deep in behind the net. Paige Grenier back into the corner. She's got number 18, Hannah McDonald, on the point. Elects to go side to side, though, to raise Zott. Back to Hannah McDonald. She's got that whistler. She fires from the blue line, and that unleashed it again, but went into the shin pads of number 23, Haley Craig. Raider getting all kinds of shots, but Lloydminster doing a great job of blocking them. Nothing seems to be getting through that first line of defense, as now they battle for it in the corner. Here's Shay DeMille, comes in far side. She had her partner Maplethorpe on the far side, ready for the rebound, battling for a position against Reese Lombach. Maplethorpe comes up with it, puts it out to Paige Grenier. Paige Grenier shot high off the glove, scrambling close in the crease, puck still loose. Players down, everybody's falling on it, and the whistle finally goes as the players now extricate themselves. Lloydminster escaping that melee in front of their net. Puck still loose, so no whistle could blow. 8:45 here the first period. 6-4 shots now in favor of the Red Deer Chiefs. And Lloydminster still has 43 seconds remaining on their penalty to number 4, Paige Grenier. Sorry, that's Red Deer's team. Chelsea Desbouchures. Kiana Yaremko for Lloydminster battling for the puck in the corner. She's trying to stay away from 2 Red Deer players. Eventually they come up with it, though, put it back to the point, where number 2, Aaron Chambers, puts it back into Sage Samargrat, puts it around behind the net, where number 16, Elena Wagstaff, is playing the puck now. Wagstaff back to Aaron Chambers at the point. Back to Wagstaff. Sorry, that's number 11 now. Avery Lajeunesse. They did a good job of the switch behind the net. Fooled me. So Avery Lajeunesse gets a return feed from Aaron Chambers at the point. Comes in close, gets a shot on net. But Lloydminster's number 33, Bella McKee, able to grab that out of the air and hold it for a whistle. 8:18 left in this first period. 14 seconds left in that penalty to Lloydminster, as number 15 for Sage Samargrat for Red Deer tries to battle in close, but she's turned away by Mackenzie Datchuk for Lloydminster. Aaron Chambers, D-to-D pass, goes deep in for her partner, number 19, Jenna Heimer. Battle in the corner is Tiana Yaremko for Lloydminster, who keeps the pressure on, and she's backed up by Mackenzie Datchuk right now, who puts it forward to Chelsea Desbouchures. She runs into Aaron Chambers for Red Deer, who just simply closes the lane and doesn't allow her access into the Red Deer zone. Red Deer now coming back through the neutral zone, led by Avery Lajeunesse on the left, and she's got support from behind on Katie Rosie at the point. Cassidy Maplethorpe, Katie Rosie now taking up the point in the slot. Maplethorpe in the left corner with Katie Rosie going to support at the hash marks.
That's Brandy Steinman there, number 9. Again, those 8s and 9s look pretty similar, but
thank you.
Again, I have the benefit of knowing how Brandy skates, so
yeah, Katie's got it pinched against the board. She's got 2 of Lloydminster's players trying to pinch that out. Mackenzie Datchuk and Tyra Anderson couldn't quite get it out. There's a shot through traffic again. Red Deer getting lots of chances. Brandy Steinman trying to feed one through the skates. There you go. back to the point. Red Deer in the middle of a change, being careful not to touch it so they avoid the too many call. Too many men call. A great choice there by number 4, Paige Grenier. An experienced choice there not to touch that puck, seeing that they could be called with too many men. Here's Jaden Thorpe for Lloydminster dumping the puck in the zone. Ruled no icing as it was clearly able to be played before it crossed the goal line. And we had number 12 for Red Deer, Shay DeMille, trying to pass it to her partner to get out of the zone. And now they do have the neutral zone penetration and into the Lloydminster zone. That's Maplethorpe again, getting past one player, almost getting past the second. Jaden Thorpe doing a good job of kicking that puck up to her skates to get it out of the zone as well. Looking to feed Stephanie Fisher, who is sitting on the Red Deer blue. Whistle blows, stopping play here at 6:12 of the first period. There's an offside call. Shots in favor of Red Deer, 8-4 over Lloydminster. Both teams tied at 1 though.
Yeah, since that opening goal, Lloyd hasn't had a lot of sustained pressure in the Red Deer end. It does seem to have pushed back into the Lloyd end. Red Deer's really pushing back.
No, exactly. The Red Deer really had a lot of time in Lloydminster's zone in the last 5 minutes of play. Good battle for it right in the center line here as Pete Reese Lombach trying to get it, but Red Deer's number 20 comes up with it. That's Darcy Hall pushing deep in the boards, and she's got Katie Rosie coming down the opposite side. Back to the neutral zone where Erin Chambers now puts it across to Jenna Heimer. Heimer eventually able to dump it in, played by Bella McKee, and now here comes Jacelyn Scott for Lloydminster. Long pass gets up to number 24, Kelsey Hall. She comes in the near side, but a good hustle by Sage Tamara Gray to get over and strip her of the puck. And here comes Red Deer out of their zone again. Alicia Day for Lloydminster plays it forward to Peyton Lombach. Peyton Lombach always dangerous in the slot. Good job by Jenna Heimer though to force her to the outside and over to the boards for a battle. In behind the net, Madison Rutz plays it around the boards to her partner on broadcast side, ends up in the neutral zone where Skripchenko dumps it in, but it stops just inside the Red Deer blue, allowing number 11, Avery Lajeunesse, tried to come up with it, but Alicia Day stopped her attack. Lloydminster now back in the zone. Mackenzie Dachuk has the puck back to the point to Chelsea Deboucher. Bouncing puck goes off the stick of number 6 defense. Madison Rutz for Red Deer, almost getting toward the net, but fortunately being deflected outside the net instead of at the net. Battle for it just in front of the Red Deer bench now as Deboucher pinches number 15, Sage Sammergray, against the boards, and she felt that one. You could tell she wasn't super comfortable. As Red Deer's number 6 now, Madison Rutz plays it in the neutral zone with a slap shot into the zone again from Skripchenko. My goodness,
Good luck with that one.
I got it wrong. All this time getting it right, now I got it wrong again.
Oh, well, there's a penalty coming up here to Red Deer. I'm not quite sure who it's going to at the moment.
Got touched by number 9, Brandy Steinman. That'll take a hooking call coming against Red Deer. Linesmen aren't quite sure who to go get. And they eventually select number 3, Stephanie Keeper. So at the 4-minute mark, 4:01 of this first period, Red Deer goes on the penalty kill.
Thank you, Mr. Just for a minute.
Cut off the end of it. That's why.
Well, that's going to leave a mark. Defenseman there tried to rip it out, and we know how hard Hannah McDonald can shoot the puck, and Darcy Hall happened to be in the way. Puck wasn't cleared all the way out.
Scramble in front, nets off. Lloydminster's number 24 taking a bit of a beating for that, Kelsey Hall. Slowly getting to her feet. Players make a line change, 3:22 left in this first period, 1 minute 22 seconds left, and the penalty to Lloydminster. That's number 24, Kelsey Hall, behind the Red Deer net. Now picking up for her is number 23, Haley Craig. Puts it to the point for Chelsea Debusher, over to Tiana Yaremko. Haley Craig, again, cross-ice pass intended for Peyton Lombach in the opposite corner, doesn't get there. And now we've got Sage Samergret almost able to clear out of the zone, but Tiana Yaremko stopped that. So Lloydminster is still continuing with their power play. They've got 53 seconds worth to go. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left now in this first period. Debusher to Yaremko. Back to Debusher. She's got Red Deer's number 7, Katie Rosie, getting out to close down that lane. Weak shot through traffic by Craig. Gets into where Peyton Lombach was sitting on the doorstep. Oh, that's going to be a nasty one. Unfortunately, that's number 2, Erin Chambers, giving a bit of a push from behind against number 23 for Lloydminster. Haley Craig goes into the boards rather awkwardly. And we will see what the call is going to be here. It's going to be a body checking call against Red Deer here at 2:32 the first.
Those are in Chambers.
Yes.
Erin Chambers going for body checking at 2:32 of the first period. So Red Deer down 5-on-3. Well, that one eventually slips through. Debusher tipped in front by number 16 for Lloydminster, Elena the 16th Lloydminster, Taylor Wilkinson. Wilkinson shot from Debusher at the point. Eventually goes underneath between the left elbow of Red Deer's defender, number 31 Chantel Sandquist. So that will bring Lloydminster up by 1 once again. That nullifies one of the penalties. It's still 1:44 left in that second penalty, though, to number 2 Erin Chambers. So Lloydminster is still on the power play.
Lloydminster Steelers power play goal scored by number 16, Taylor Wilkinson. Assistant number 4, Justin Fisher, and number 11, Jean Thorpe. On the goal, 2:15. Wilkinson, Fisher, Thorpe, 2:15.
There you have it. That's Wilkinson from Debusher and Thorpe at 2:15 of this first period, bringing Lloydminster up by 1. 56 seconds now left in the penalty to number 2. That's Erin Chambers for Red Deer. As Red Deer able to dump the puck down ice to burn off some time. That was dumped down there by Sage Samergray. As number 5, Jacelyn Scott for Lloydminster, now putting the puck forward to Kelsey Hall, who brings it out. She's stopped by Sage Samergray. Back in the corner, Ray Zott takes on number 23, Haley Craig. Eventually the puck plays around the boards and back out of into the neutral zone where Debusher has it. Red Deer gets 2 people changed at least, so they have 2 sets of fresh legs. Out to play for them is number 9, Brandy Steinman, putting some fresh forecheck pressure. Good attempt at the block there by Red Deer, number 20, Darcy Hall, as she does a foot race now with Lloydminster's Brooks Skripchenko. Alicia Day puts it back for Skripchenko behind the net. Again on the forecheck there is number 12 for Red Deer, Shea DeMale, I should say.
Oh, there's three players down here. Oh. Red Deer had numbers there.
Yeah, both teams are at even strength now in the final seconds. 12 seconds left in this first period. Red Deer, obviously, once they get their 5 people out there, they get some good forecheck pressure. Battle for it in front of the Red Deer net, the bench, I should say, and now eventually coming up with it is number 17, Julie Wagner, the affiliate player for the Red Deer Chiefs. That will run the timeout, though, in this first period. Lloydminster leaving us with 2-1 over Red Deer Chiefs. The Red Deer Chiefs lead in shots, 8-6, and we will be back here at 15 minutes. And thank you very much for watching the first period. Here are the bronze medal championships for the Provincial Midget AAA Female Championships for Hockey Alberta.
the sponsors and the stream.
Cool. And you had some content you were going to throw in there too eventually too, right?
Yeah, kind of. There's
Cool.
different types.
Whenever you want to.
Yeah.
Cool. They're having a debate.
I think the one time there, they wouldn't let her change. They just scored. They were trying to change, and they wouldn't let her change. Which doesn't make any sense. Stop the play.
It all comes down to what the ref did for the line change. Once that hand comes out, you're done.
Oh, for sure. But
I don't know what they
down
did.
here, and before they'd even lined up, they were telling her to get off, like come back on. So
Yeah. I didn't see it.
Well, 40 seconds from game time here, starting the second period of Red Deer Chiefs playing against the Lloydminster PWM Steelers. The Steelers leading by 1, the score 2-1 over the Red Deer Chiefs, trailing in shots 8-6. So it's a very tight contest. Both teams is very tight in shots. So Darcy, a very close competition in the first period, just coming up one goal short so far. Red Deer Chiefs against Lloydminster. Any big notes you saw in the first period?
Well, I mean, Lloydminster obviously took it to heart yesterday's game and came out pretty strong, buried some of their chances, and of course, with a 5-on-3, you definitely have a disadvantage killing those, and Lloyd was absolutely able to capitalize and get that second goal. So stay out of the box, I guess, is the old mantra.
Oh, exactly. In the scoring summary from the first period, Lloydminster's first goal being scored by Kelsey Hall, assisted by number 5, Jason Scott. Its second goal scored by number 16, Taylor Wilkinson, assisted by number 4, Chelsea Derbyshire, and number 11, Jaden Thorpe. Red Deer's goal coming at the 11:41 mark of the first period, scored by Cassidy Maplethorpe, number 8, assisted by number 5, Ray Zott. Shot high off the blocker, goes in behind the Red Deer net into the corner. Red Deer trying to clear it, but for them, Kelsey Hall did not quite able to keep it in. Red Deer's number 11, Lavery Lajeunesse, eventually dumping the puck in behind the Lloydminster net while Red Deer completes their change. Here comes Haley Craig, battling the puck in behind the net, but she loses the puck to Maplethorpe. Maplethorpe gets a shot near side, just a left pad save as it goes out to the point now, out to the far side where number 18, Hannah McDonald, likes to dump it back in behind the net again. Cassidy Maplethorpe comes up with it, but she's checked by Lloydminster's number 23, Haley Craig. And Peyton Lombach now gains the center line and dumps it in. Goes off the board awkwardly. The Red Deer goaltender, Chantel Sanquist, tried to catch it, wasn't able to do it, and it bounced off the boards, almost coming back at her from behind. Hannah McDonald now, puck deep in her own zone, circling at the blue, trying to bring it out over the line. Gets it over to Paige Grenier. Intercepting her was number 7, Brooks Kripchenko. Comes in across the blue, shot on net, deflected into the corner. Lloydminster's number 17, Julie Wagner. Sorry, that's Red Deer Chiefs. Mackenzie Dodchuk playing the puck in the corner. Here comes Red Deer coming across the blue line into Lloydminster zone now. They got 3-on-2 with 4 of the Lloydminster defenders in there. Backhanded shot there by Maplethorpe, looking for her second one of the game. Goes wide, just high off left-hand side. As here comes Stephanie Fisher for Lloydminster, clearing the zone. Cross-ice pass gets to intended for Leisure Day. Leisure Day just getting it off her skate. Back into the Red Deer zone, though, is number 6, Madison Rutz. She puts it off the boards. Eventually battling for it on the blue line is number 12, Shay DeMille. Puck around the boards. Juliana Gouliette stepping in to help out. Almost losing the puck to Clemunden, though. Sorry, Thorpe. Jaden Thorpe there for Lloydminster came in and give a poke to the Red Deer goaltender, and she's getting a little friendly discussion from Juliana Gouliette, actually, to let them know how much Red Deer appreciated that late poke.
Yeah, I'm sure Julie was asking how her summer's going to go, and what she's doing after school. There's probably some politeness going on there.
It's actually for those of us who had daughters playing these levels, it's amazing the stories you hear from the players who come off the ice and they tell you the things that they've been saying to each other. Some things are complimentary, some things not so much.
Yeah, we had a good conversation last night. We'd like to mic up a couple of players, and Juliana was definitely one of them. We'd like to hear what she has to say throughout the scrums.
I know my daughter's team, for example, once she came back saying that they got under one girl's skin on the other team just by yelling at her, "Hey, get out of my swamp." Paige Grenier coming up the bench side now. She's watched by Jacelyn Scott. Stopping in front of the net, though, was number 20, Darcy Hall. And coming to her defense right away is number 16, Lena Wagstaff. As Haley Craig didn't like how close they came to their goaltender. As once again, it's those exchanges of snow.
It's the graphical processor, right?
Folks, if you're watching the, well, you are obviously watching the stream if you're hearing me. The once in a while you'll see some stuttering in the video. We are working on that technical problem, but by and large, you shouldn't have that happening. But if we do have it, thank you. We are aware of it, and we are working to resolve the problem. Red Deer Chiefs now in their own zone, coming out across the blue, plays in the neutral zone. Picking it up is Katie Rosie. Comes across the blue. She gives it over to number 9, Brandy Steinman. Unfortunately, eventually losing that to number 15, Tyra Anderson, who comes across the line with Clemunden in support. Shot on net, easily deflected to the side by Sanquist. Chelsea Desbouchers, cross-ice pass, goes over to Brooks Kripchenko, who likes to step to the blue and fire it into the zone, allowing Lloydminster to complete a defensive change. Bounce up the board, getting to number 11, Avery Lajeunesse, and she's got number 18, Hannah McDonald in the slot. Passed over to the corner. Avery Lajeunesse had taken her spot up in the slot. Couldn't quite get her hand on it, though, as this eventually being ruled as a face-off to be taken in the neutral zone. 16:03 the second period. Red Deer leading in shots, but trailing goals 2-1. Puck back in the Red Deer zone, plays it to the neutral zone where Avery Lajeunesse tries to tip it. But intercepting it was Lloydminster's number 16, Taylor Wilkinson. Battle for it along the boards with Stephanie Fisher there trying to pinch the puck and free the puck from the boards. Two Lloydminster players eventually dumping it deeper into the zone as Jaden Thorpe in behind the Red Deer net. Pursuing it there, Taylor Wilkinson picks up the chase. Now the puck comes out the neutral zone where Red Deer's number 11, Avery Lajeunesse, once again battling for the puck down the near side. This will be a a penalty coming up against Lloydminster's number 5. That's Jacelyn Scott.
Yeah, again, those when you keep your feet moving, lots of times good things happen. Defensemen have to make those pivot turns, and if you keep driving your feet, they're liable to take a penalty. So that's just what happened there.
Exactly. So Jacelyn Scott taking a 5-minute penalty for tripping at the 15:25 mark here of the second period. Red Deer now on the power play. Shot through traffic. Hannah McDonald, always a sniper on that point, gets through, but not quite all the way through as Chelsea Debusher stopped her with her shin pad. Got a shot in close though.
Yeah, that one's Jenna Heimer there, number 19.
Oh, 19, not an 8.
Again, those 9s and 8s on our jerseys definitely give a difficult time to read. But yeah, that's Jenna Heimer. Again, a senior player on the team.
Yeah, Heiner and McDonald both have, Hannah both have some pretty wicked shots on their power play point.
Yeah, and
attempted centering pass there. Maplethorpe gets it through. Trying to jam it home was number 4, Paige Grenier, the captain of the Red Deer team. Not quite able to do it as this good save there by Bella McKee. Again, a shot through traffic intended by Jenna Heimer. Gets through to number 24 for Lloydminster, Kelsey Hall, and eventually she just dumps it down the ice, allowing both teams to make a change while Red Deer goes back to get it. Jenna Heimer behind her own net, being watched by Peyton Lombach, and as well as number 11, Jaden Thorpe. This is now Sage Sandberg-Gray comes up the near boards. She's challenged by Jaden Thorpe. Not able to get past number 16, Elena Wagstaff, though, who dumps it into the corner for her partner. Back to the point. This is Hannah McDonald. Passes it over to the far side. Shot on net. Gets through, but a nice save by the Lloydminster goaltender. Cross ice pass intended for number 16, Elena Wagstaff, not quite able to connect as she was ready to hammer it home. Hannah McDonald again moved the Red Deer, moving that puck around the outside as Lloydminster trying to keep that box in some kind of shape. It's a bit of an arrow at the moment. Battling for the puck in behind the net. There was Reese Lombach for Lloydminster, and Red Deer puts it out to the point again. Hannah McDonald trying to work the blue, trying to get a shot off, but she's almost stripped of the puck by Peyton Lombach. Nice move there. Hannah McDonald saved by her other defensive partner, able to come in and keep her from getting control of that puck. Shayna Mill dumps the puck down the ice. She was challenged by the Lloydminster players. Players running into each other in front of their box. Some sticks coming up, but eventually they get off the ice. Alicia Day now back into the Red Deer corner. She's battling for the puck, and she's got Red Deer's, I can't see the number there, battling for it on the boards. That was number 9, Brandy Steinman. Okay, now we got number 12. This is Shayna Mill again coming deep, and she's got Stephanie Keeper in the slot. She hammers away at it, eventually being knocked to her keister by Tiana Yaremko. She was trying to get past Bella McKee, who's eventually had it covered. 12:43 of the second period, 10-8 shots leading for the Red Deer. For Red Deer, but they trail in goals 2-1. Stephanie Fisher, cross ice pass intended for number 16, Taylor Wilkinson. Wilkinson dumps it in. Red Deer's number 6 gets there first, though. Madison Rutz coming around the back of the boards, and Katie Rosie battling for it now against Jacelyn Scott. In their own zone, Lloydminster's Tiana Yaremko plays it cross ice to number 16, Taylor Wilkinson. Jaden Thorpe tips it into the zone. Centering pass intended for Stephanie Fisher, who is coming deep in the slot, unable to connect. As now Red Deer able to clear the puck into the neutral zone, or Skripchenko simply gains the Red Deer side of the blue center line and dumps it in again. Lloydminster completing their change as Red Deer now puts the puck up the broadcast side. Shot from the outside by Elena Wagstaff going wide, but blocker deflection there by the Lloydminster goaltender Bella McKee. Unfortunately, between Haley Craig and Kelsey Hall, Haley Craig gave it back to Kelsey Hall, who put Haley Craig offside, meaning the Lloydminster is going to bring the face-off back into the neutral zone, just outside the Red Deer zone, in front of the Lloydminster bench at 11:45 of the second period. 10-8, Red Deer leads in shots. 2-1, they trail in goals against Lloydminster's PWM Steelers. That's Erin Chambers trying to bring it in. She had number 11, Avery Lajeunesse, coming down in the slot looking for that one-timer. Couldn't get the rebound off of Bella McKee, though. Out to the point. Into the corner now, where Red Deer's number 11, I believe it's Avery Lajeunesse, still deep in there.
Oh, that's a good second effort there by Jenna Heimer. The Lloyd player was just about ready to set her teammate up for a breakaway, and Jenna just got her stick on it. So great defensive play.
Erin Chambers dumping the puck down the near side. Chelsea Davis-Shear back to get it for Lloydminster. Plays it into the neutral zone. Goes past several players, so linesman ruling that not going to be an icing call. As Ray Zott now for Red Deer gets the puck. Plays it up ice to number 12, Shay DeMille, who tips it to her partner, number 9. That's number 8, Cassidy Maplethorpe. Shay DeMille tries to get it to the slot, can't get through, so Hannah McDonald from the point takes a shot, goes wide and left. Lloydminster trying to clear it into the neutral zone. They do so. Hannah McDonald back to get it, circling back into her own zone, trying to get some time and space. Chipped away from her by Alicia Day, as Alicia Day almost breaking loose. A good job by number 12, Shay DeMille of Red Deer, though, to intercept that puck and bring it back and regain the attack. Shay DeMille once again in the Lloydminster zone, getting some close-in chances. Paige Grenier doing the follow-up. Red Deer coming very close to evening this game. Still trailing 2-1 though at 10:16 of the second period. Leading in shots 12-8.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a familiar sight for the UNB, where Paige Grenier and Jenna Heimer, as well as Elena Wagstaff, are going to be heading after this game. They will be. Yeah, and that was a little extra too much shove. Number 11, just that push from behind into the net. That's going to get you called.
Yeah, that's Jaden Thorpe for Lloydminster, taking 2 for cross-checking at 10 minutes 12 seconds of this second period. So you were saying about seniors graduating and heading over to the University of New Brunswick.
Yeah, there's 3 players from the Red Deer Chiefs team where actually, oddly enough, they're competing against a future teammate here. Reese Lombach is also going to be playing for the University of New Brunswick. So they'll be teammates. Today they're competitive battling, and next year they're going to be teammates. So those 4 players are going to be heading out there to UNB after this game. That'll be their next competitive games. So,
yeah, congratulations to those players for getting signed into some post-secondary hockey. I know many of these athletes do want to continue for many years, and there's not a whole lot of opportunities for girls in post-secondary hockey these days. So congratulations to those who do make it. Shot on net, going close. That's Lloydminster's 24, Kelsey Hall. And this will be a penalty now coming up against Red Deer. As Stephanie Fisher tries to center the puck, but Sage Sammergray gets to it first. And there's going to be a penalty here coming up against Red Deer for holding.
It's number 16. That's Elena Wagstaff that's going to be heading out off the ice for 2 minutes.
At 9:26, so that means that there's going to be even strength 4-on-4 for the next minute 15 seconds, and that will be a 45-second penalty or power play for Lloydminster. Shay DeMille come down the far side. Nice cross-ice pass for Paige Grenier, not quite able to corral it. Tried the return pass to DeMille, couldn't quite get it through as Peyton Lombach got it through herself as Lloydminster comes the opposite way. Here's Haley Craig. She has Chelsea Davis-Shear. Couldn't quite get it across the other either. So lots of good attempts, lots of penetration into the opposing zone, but they just can't set up that pass. Red Deer trying to come out of their zone. Paige Grenier, recognizing the pressure, decided to turn back, give herself some more time and space. But eventually Red Deer dumps it into the zone, allowing themselves to get some fresh legs out, as they're going to be facing a power play or penalty kill here in 30 seconds. Still 4-on-4 as Red Deer's number 17, Julie Wagner, tries to get it through to Brandy Steinman as she was stopped by the Lloydminster defense. Into the neutral zone. This is Steinman again. Steinman there with Cassidy Maplethorpe. Couldn't quite get it through, though. Is back to get it for Red Deer's number 17, Julie Wagner. 8 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in this second period. Lloydminster leading by 2-1 over the Red Deer Chiefs. Red Deer Chiefs leading in shots 13-9 as it's a fairly equal offensive combat. This is going to be icing waved off as the penalty at Lloydminster had just expired. This is now Lloydminster's power play, a very alert play actually by the Red Deer Chiefs to recognize that player had been on the ice now with a 5-on-4 for Lloydminster. Shot gets through. Big first and second save there by Chantel Sanquist. Huge save at this time of the game as Reese Lombach now gets it down deep into the corner. Back to Lombach. She gets over. She's got Alexander Thompson supporting her in the blue. Red Deer gets it, though, as the shot reached through to Jenna Heimer. She simply stopped it and fired it down the ice to burn some time. 2 seconds left. That will do it for the Red Deer penalty. And now both teams are full strength as Jenna Heimer, sorry, that's number 9. That's Brandy Steinman. Gets to the puck first, but chips it off ice for Chelsea Davis-Sure to play it to her partner. Goes past the outstretched arms of number 24, Kelsey Hall. The Red Deer now battling for it inside their zone. Brooks Tripchenko dumps the puck in behind the Red Deer net. Red Deer along the boards trying to clear it out. Stopped at the point by Chelsea Davis-Sure as now number 23, Haley Craig, does come up with it. A shot high off the blocker. My goodness.
Oh, wow.
Chantel Sanquist, recognizing that puck going straight up vertically above her, was alert enough to keep her eye on it, turn around and catch it or trap her. We've seen a few of those in the NHL this year coming off the back of a goalie, haven't we?
Well, and I was just going to say that reminded me of a goal that your Calgary Fire scored against us earlier this year. Went off the glass and right off of Shanty's back and into the net. So alert play this time. She learned from the first time and kept her eye on the puck. So.
Yeah, once you've been burned, they suck the first time and you really don't want to have it a second time. Nice, beautiful pad save, the right leg. Sanquist got down for that one and covered the bottom as that puck was net bound. Lloydminster putting some intense pressure on the Red Deer Chiefs in their own zone in this last 30 seconds, and we'll see if Red Deer are able to clear the zone here. That's number 15, Tyra Anderson in behind the net. She got support there from Jenna Plumunden. There we go. Red Deer able to clear the zone now. Here comes Red Deer, steps across. Oh, wow, that was close. Sage Sammergray able to stretch out, just keeping on side as number 11, Avery Lajeunesse, carried the puck deep into the Lloydminster zone. Battle for it along the boards in behind the Lloydminster net as Lajeunesse keeps taking on Jacelyn Scott and Jenna Plumunden of the Lloydminster Steelers.
Yeah, neither team given an inch.
Oh, an attempted clearing pass, intercepted nicely by number 11, Avery Lajeunesse, getting herself back on side just in time so Shea DeMille can get in the zone. Red Deer completing their change. Paige Grenier able to recognize that clearing attempt, and Red Deer managing to keep control in the neutral zone again. A very seasoned choice by Grenier, realizing her team had to get on side, creating some time and space by putting the puck back to number 8, I believe that is, Cassidy Maplethorpe on the defense.
Yeah, and speaking of Cassidy, she's also going to be heading east after her minor hockey here is done. She's going to be playing at Brock, so she's going to join the team there, I think, in study into the sciences out at Brock. So again, another player heading out east to continue playing some hockey and get an education.
Fantastic. That's during the regular season and actually throughout the post-regular season. That's why we do these live streams, is to expose these girls as much as possible, expose the quality of hockey here in Alberta so that other schools can benefit from the talent of the young ladies we've been cultivating in Alberta through the Hockey Alberta system and give them a chance to continue playing hockey in a post-secondary fashion. 4:56, second period. Both teams now tied 13-13 as Lloydminster picking up some offensive steam. They lead through 2-1 over the Red Deer Chiefs deep in this second period. Back to the point. Hannah McDonald taking a step in, trying to gain access, but she can't get past Thorpe. Battle for it in behind the Lloydminster net. Now as Alexander Thompson is up against Red Deer's, I believe that's 16. Yes, it is. That's Elena Wagstaff. Reese Lombach tied up there with the Wagstaff. Puck gets back to the point where Ray Zott puts it D to D for Hannah McDonald. That blistering shot in there for the rebound was Red Deer. Standing on the doorstep on the near side was Stephanie Keeper, ready to slam that home. Lots of chances there, but they just couldn't find the puck to do it. Red Deer now with the shot in from the point by Ray Zott. Looking for the deflection was Darcy Hall deep in front of the goal. As now cross ice pass gets over to number 3, Stephanie Keeper. She returns the pass back over to Darcy Hall, but not quite ready for it in the slot as Alexander Thompson putting pressure on her. Red Deer making a change. Manages to avoid the too many men once again, as now Lloydminster's number 16, Taylor Wilkinson, fires the puck down ice. This will be icing, though, against the Lloydminster Steelers at the 3 minutes 50-second mark of the second period.
Yeah, Lloyd, I think, definitely felt a little bit of the pressure there. And it's amazing what happens when you just direct the puck to the net and then do some follow-up, track it down, keep the pressure on. You get some good chances. And if it wasn't for a couple of bouncing pucks, Stephanie Keeper might have buried one there on the side of the net.
Exactly. There were 3 Red Deer players deep right in front of that net, just all looking for that loose puck, and it just never got within reach. Chelsea Davisher for Lloydminster's defense puts the puck over to the far boards. Return cross ice pass intended for Peyton Lombach, well out of her reach though, as this is once again going to be a icing call against Lloydminster.
Yeah, you've mentioned Chelsea Debusher and Jaden Thorpe quite a bit today, and both those players for the Lloydminster teams are moving on to university play. With Chelsea Debusher going to the University of Saskatchewan, and Jaden Thorpe's going to be playing with the Mount Royal Universities. So she'll be a Cougar after this.
I'll be able to see her back in Calgary now and then. It'll be great. There's a number of players we've seen go through the AAA system in Alberta, signed up by Alberta universities. Shot on net there. Chantal Sanquist electing to freeze it for a face-off to her left at 3:19 of this second period. Both teams now tied in shots at 14. Lloydminster leading 2-1 over the Red Deer Chiefs. So Lloydminster, how many other players do they have actually going to the secondary system?
Well, they've number 13 Alexander Thompson as well is heading to play with Grant McEwen. So she'll be extending her hockey career as well. So there's definitely a few options, a few teams that are out there looking for players, whether it be the university system or the college system. So as long as these girls get to keep playing and get an education, it's definitely increasing the opportunities. We'd like to see a lot more for female hockey for sure, but it's good to see.
Yeah, we'll pepper you with some more facts of these young ladies getting their post-secondary education underway with the hockey as we continue the third period. But at the moment, we have the trickling down the 2-minute 37 mark. And here's Alicia Day breaking loose on the boards. Great job, though, by Sage Sammer-Gray to keep her on the outside. Reese Lombach holding the puck in at the point. Puts the puck in behind the Red Deer net as number 17 for Red Deer's back to play it. That's Julie Wagner. Puts it up to number 15 against Sage Sammer-Gray. Able to play it deep into the Lloydminster zone. Lloydminster, no shirkers of their own. They catch the Red Deer changing as they've got number 11, Jaden Thorpe, playing the puck into Taylor Wilkinson, who is coming in on the slot. Had a 2-on-1 there, but they couldn't quite capitalize as now Red Deer's Shay DeMail comes deep into Lloydminster zone. Good shot by Stephanie Fisher. She realizes she was in trouble and tied up by Hannah McDonald, so she just kicked the puck into the neutral zone, freeing the pressure on Lloydminster. But now here comes number 12, Shay DeMail again. She's been quite an active recurring force for Red Deer this game, as Paige Grenier once used an active stick to strip the puck away from number 24 for Lloydminster, Kelsey Hall. Chelsea Debusher dumps the puck in deep with Paige raises Zott for Red Deer, getting to it first. Cassidy Maplethorpe plays it to Paige Grenier. Paige Grenier plays it forward to Darcy Hall, who gets stopped at the blue line. Cross ice pass going to Ray Zott. Ray Zott does eventually gain the blue line as they had Debusher and Craig coming to put pressure from Lloydminster's side. But Darcy Hall picks it up, feeds the slot over to number 3, Stephanie Keeper. Tries to return it, but there was no one there to collect it. And Elena Wagstaff goes into the corner to take on Lloydminster's number 7, Brooke Skripchenko. Battle for it along the boards, out in the neutral zone. Hannah McDonald puts it across near side over to number 2, Erin Chambers. Chambers gains the Lloydminster zone. Centering pass intercepted by Peyton Lombach. She puts it forward to Anderson, who can't contain it. Jenna Heimer puts it now back to Stephanie Keeper. Lloydminster changing.
Oh, yeah, they got away with one there.
Yeah, the both skates were not off the ice. Unfortunately, the linesman was right beside him, and he was watching a blue line transition. So unfortunately, humans are not geckos. They're not going to see both those at once, and the other officials were obviously looking elsewhere as well, as that one really close. Battle for it on the blue. This will be an offside call, though, against penetration into the Red Deer zones. And, of course, linesman recognizing, oh, no, it's going to be a penalty. It's a hooking call.
Oh.
Hooking call going against Katie Rosie.
Number.
What up, Dad? What happened
I'm
there?
not sure. It's kind of low in our vantage point here, so I didn't quite see what happened, but we'll have to review the tape before we decide on any grounding or anything like that.
There you go. What a good hockey dad. It's not very often you get a hockey dad who says, what the hell's going on with my daughter? How's she getting that penalty? It's the unbiased as much as possible but a viewpoint we try to have up here watching the game, and the Red Deer finds themselves going to the dressing room with a minute 59 penalty kill against themselves, down by 1 against Lloydminster. But Lloydminster is now leading for the first time this game, actually, in shot count, 15-14 over the Red Deer Chiefs. And the Lloydminster is also leading 2-1 in goals. So, any closing thoughts for this period there, Darcy?
Well, it's obviously it's going to be a grind in the third period here, and obviously the Chiefs certainly didn't want to start the third period with a penalty, but the whole tournament, and in fact most of the season, the penalty kill has been pretty strong. So they'll want to kill that and focus on the final 20 minutes and see if they can't get that tying goal. So. Just speaking of kind of seniors, we'd mentioned earlier there just where the players are going and what they're doing, and for Lloydminster, they have 6 seniors who this is going to be their last game. So in terms of what they're doing, you've got Chelsea Debuscher, Brooke Skripchenko. Not sure if I'm kind of butchering that name.
No,
but,
you got it right. That's good.
Stephanie Fisher are all seniors as well, and Jaden Thorpe, which you mentioned earlier, and Alexandra Thompson, who's playing at Grant McEwen, as well as Reese Lombach. So those 6 players this is going to be their final 20 minutes. So, Red Deer's going to want to get back in the game, and their players are going to have some pride, but so is Lloydminster. They're going to, this is their final 20 minutes. That's sometimes the thing that we forget watching the game, that these players, it's their last 20 minutes, so they're not going to give an inch. Lloydminster's going to come out, and they're going to want to win this game as well. So neither team is probably thrilled with their tournament, in the sense that they're not vying for a gold medal and the opportunity to go to the SO Cup. But again, they didn't get this far and make the highest level hockey there is in Alberta midget hockey for females to just quit now. So all these players are definitely going to give their hardest this final 20 minutes. And I expect to see a good hard-fought battle, and who knows, we might be going to extra ends here, so it's hard to say what's going to happen. But those players, again, they're going to be playing their last 20 minutes, so I'm sure they're going to come out hard.
Yep, definitely. As you say, this is nobody's game. This is 13 minutes now before the final period of this game. It's a good tight one. Don't go away. Rejoin us here again in 12 minutes to watch the final period of the bronze medal final for the Alberta Midget AAA Female Provincials here in Red Deer Service Arena. All right, welcome back for third period action. This is the final period in this bronze medal championship final. 30 seconds to go before ice time here. Red Deer trailing the Lloydminster Steelers 2-1, but they're also trailing in shots 15-14 actually for the first time this period.
Yeah, Lloydminster came back and took advantage of some opportunities there and certainly put some pucks towards goaltender Chantal Sandquist. So, well, we spoke about the Lloydminster seniors being their final 20 minutes. So obviously Red Deer Chiefs also have some seniors playing. So Paige Grenier, our captain, is in her final game today, so her last 20 minutes, as well as Cassidy Maplethorpe, Brandy Steinman, who's going to be joining Nate next season. Kaylee Mueller, who unfortunately left the tournament midway through the first game against St. Albert, where a hit took her out of the game and she got a concussion. So sad to see her not finish her final tournament playing, but we wish her all the best, and she's going to be joining SAIT next year. So, and of course we talked about Alana Wagstaff going to UNB, as well as Jenna Heimer. But the other two defensive players off our team as well, Emma Thomas and Hannah McDonald, are both going to be joining St. FX. So we have some teammates here that are going to continue to be teammates in their post-secondary careers. So some great opportunities for these girls to share a little bit of minor hockey and some university hockey as well. So we wish obviously all the seniors from both teams the best, and we're back to game on. So now they're mortal enemies for another 20 minutes. So
Chelsea Desbouchers dumping the puck into the Red Deer zone. Back to the point where Tiana Yaremko plays it cross ice again to Chelsea Desbouchers. She tries to get into the slot, goes off the skates of the Red Deer defense in behind the net. Battling there for Stephanie Fisher for Lloydminster. Tiana Yaremko at the point. Again, Lloydminster, Red Deer killing off a penalty here late, and 1 second left in that second period. Unfortunately for Red Deer, number 7, Katie Rosie, taking a hooking penalty. So Red Deer is going to be working on that penalty kill. Good centering chance there intended for number 16. That would be Taylor Wilkinson. Couldn't connect though, as Red Deer did a good job of tying her up and not letting that shot occur. Thorpe through traffic, seen all the way by the goaltender Chantal Sandquist. Just simply elects to hold that.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier whether number 7 is going to be grounded after this, and according to parents from both sides of the teams, the call may not have been as egregious as we thought. So maybe a little bit of a soft call there against number 7. So we'll maybe continue to let her be ungrounded.
No ride home for Kaylee. KD.
Supposed to forget the name right, doesn't it?
Yeah. Katie's she's not getting the ride home. Lloydminster's Bella McKee out to play it. Now Alexander Thompson looking to clear it up ice, gets it over to Craig. As a good job by the Red Deer's number 15, Sage Sammergard, to keep the deep in pressure on. Good forecheck there. She's back in the zone now to keep an eye on Reese Lombach, and she's behind the net trying to set things up. As Lloyd wants to get out of their zone, they had 30 seconds left in this power play. They got to sort something out if they want to take advantage of it. They dump it in, and back to get is Ray Zott for Red Deer. She's tied up by Lloydminster's Kelsey Hall. Eventually centering it to the far side where Jason Scott puts it to Tiana Yaremko. Yaremko gets away from number 15 for Red Deer. Let's see.
Sage Sonegray again there. Well, successful kill. As we mentioned earlier, it's definitely one of the strong suits for the Chiefs.
Sonegray puts it deep in off the boards and held there for a whistle by Bella McKee as the Red Deer was coming on the attack, and Lloydminster is a little bit tired, but they are going to reorganize now. They're not making any changes. Okay, so Red Deer made their full change. 17:48 here in the third period. Face off to the right of Bella McKee. Trying to get through there was Shea DeMille. She couldn't get through as Lloydminster's defense chipped it away. Tiana Yaremko plays it into the neutral zone. Elijah Day picks it up, and she's got support from Tyra Anderson in the slot. Shot on net goes off the boards.
Excellent back check there from Shea DeMille. neutralized the opportunity. That player carrying the puck realized that she didn't have a pass outlet, so she had to carry it and ended up taking it into the corner. So great back check.
There's a squeaker. There's a backhand by, I believe that was Alicia Day. It was backhanded on net, kind of a trickler. Goes 5-hole on Chantal Sanquist to put Lloydminster up 3-1 over the Chiefs. Chiefs are going to have to motivate themselves, and it's a do or die. They're going to get the final 17 and 15 of this period. Lloydminster leading 17-14 in shots as well. Red Deer is ready to take it on. They got their players are already out lined up, ready to go as Lloydminster finishes their celebration and makes their lineup.
Lloydminster Steelers' third goal scored by number 10, Janet Maloney. Assisted by number 5, Lucy Day. Steelers' strike goal, 17-15. Maloney with the third at 17-15.
Jenna Heimer taking a 2-minute penalty at the 16:48 mark of the third period. We'll update you in a minute what the nature of that call was. One minute 34 seconds left in that penalty to number 19, Jenna Heimer. As the Lloydminster going on another power play. Tiana Remco puts it across to Chelsea Debusher. Debusher looking for someone to pass it to. She's being steered away. A nice shot by her through traffic, though. Goes high off the, I believe it was off the shoulder of Chantal Sanquist. Shot through traffic, almost fooling Sanquist as it deflected to the right. Battling for it is number 16 of Lloydminster. That's Taylor Wilkinson. Red Deer eventually dumping it down ice to burn off some time. 1 minute left in that penalty. It's 15:46 in the third period here. As a stretch pass gets through to Craig. Haley Craig dumps it into the zone. Back to play it for Red Deer is number 2, Erin Chambers. Gets through to Katie Rosie, who dumps it down ice to burn some more time on the power play, the penalty kill for Red Deer. In behind the Lloydminster net, Alexander Thompson puts it through to Kelsey Hall. She puts it up ice to Haley Craig. Haley Craig comes in across the blue. She's got Peyton Lombach with her. And on the point, she had Alexander Thompson. Shot in close by Kelsey Hall. Nice save there by Chantal Sanquist to steer it off the side. Alexander Thompson backhands it over to Lombach as well.
Well, a good block there by the kid, so I guess she's in the good books again.
Yeah, Katie Rosie, like Darcy said, makes a beautiful block there to take away that scoring attempt by Lloydminster. 2 seconds left in the Red Deer penalty. That's a great kill. And they're at 14:46 in the third now as Red Deer tries to get this score to come even. Nice move by number 12 for Red Deer. That's Shea DeMel to come in and put the puck deep, but unfortunately it doesn't stay that way as the puck ends up on net. Chantal Sanquist plays it, and Hannah McDonald goes around behind her net trying to get break clear. Hannah McDonald eventually getting that puck control back again, and she's got number 11, Avery Lajeunesse, with her as she goes across the blue and puts it in behind the Lloydminster net. To the point where Madison Rutz stops the puck from leaving the zone, puts it in behind the net where Avery Lajeunesse picks it up, tries to center it where Shea DeMel was there. Plummunden for Lloydminster battling against Shea DeMel. Tiana Yaremko eventually gets the puck through. shot on net. Chelsea Desbouchures coming down the near side, getting a shot on net. Nice save by Chantal Sanquist, though, as Jaden Thorpe eventually dumping the puck back in behind Red Deer's net again. Red Deer in a bit of a scramble, trying to clear their zone, just can't get it out. Cassidy Maplethorpe having something happen to her skate there as her left leg get a bit of a blowout. She gets back on her feet, though. She's in the action on the blue. She eventually gets the puck. She's battling for it against number 7, Brooks Gracheko. Puck still in the zone as Red Deer tries to keep it in. Eventually it makes it out to the neutral zone where Jenna Heimer plays it, though, on the Red Deer side of the center line. Pass up ice intended for Cassidy Maplethorpe. Doesn't get through. As now shot in close, though. Red Deer, Kelsey Hall once again in the slot, trying to get it in close for another marker for Lloydminster. Red Deer coming up with it, though, as number 15, Sage Sambergay, gets the puck, dumps it deep, and Red Deer makes a full change. Juliana Goliaths keeping the puck in on the blue, but eventually losing that battle as the puck comes back into the Red Deer zone. Jenna Heimer playing the puck across ice to her D partner as they do an up ice feed, looking for number, I believe that's 14. Yes, it is. Juliana Goliaths battles the puck, puts it inside the Lloydminster zone, but not very deep, as Lloydminster's D able to swallow that and bring it back into the neutral zone. Here comes Shea DeMel. Gets in past the defense. She's pulled down, though. This will be either a hook or a slash against Lloydminster as they touch it at 12:13 mark here of the third period. That's actually number 24 of Lloydminster, Kelsey Hall, taking a body checking penalty at 12:12 of this third period.
Lloydminster's viewers penalty, number 24, Hall. 2 minutes for body check. 12-12.
Shot in from the point. Red Deer's number 16, Helena Wagstaff getting it, but Lloydminster's Tyra Anderson stripping her of the puck. Nice centering pass goes to Thorpe. One breakaway chance here. Beautiful save by Chantal Sanquist as she had Tyra Anderson right on her doorstep looking for a rebound, but she was not letting that happen, and so that was a good shorthanded chance for Lloydminster at the 11:52 mark of the third period. A minute 40 seconds left in that penalty to Lloydminster's Kelsey Hall as Red Deer trying to capitalize on the power play on getting a scary chance for Lloydminster deep in this third period with 11:52 left to play. 21-15 now, shots in favor of Lloyd.
And needless to say, that was a huge save. Going down 4-1 with just over 11 minutes left in the game would be a pretty tough hill to climb.
Yeah, and at the moment it's still anybody's game. It's only a 2-point lead for Lloydminster here at 11:37 in the third. 3-1 they lead over the Red Deer Chiefs as Cassidy Maplethorpe makes a nice move, tries to gain access to the slot, though loses it as she's on her way there. Cross ice pass from number 2, Aaron Chambers, shot on net in close.
Oh, and there it is.
Good job. Paige Grandy gets that initial shot. I'm trying to see who the actual scoring player was. The number is kind of hidden. My guess is it's Maplethorpe. Yes, it was.
Yes, it definitely was Cass Maplethorpe with a good eye-hand coordination as that puck came off the board. She went upstairs. So
yeah, close in the rebound off of number 33, Bella McKee, the goaltender for Lloydminster, and of course Cassie Maplethorpe, like you said there, Darcy, gets a beautiful just lift of that puck up into the corner.
At the next stop.
So we do have a little feature we've been trying to get going for you, and it looks like we may be able to do it. We have an instant replay of that goal. We will play it at the next stoppage of play.
It'll just go to that screen, right? Go to the other screen, yeah. But if it had open?
Yes, it's okay. Turn off the loop, though. It has loop there.
Season number 2, Aaron Chambers. Behind the power play goal. 11-23.
So Red Deer coming within 1. They trail only 3-2 now behind the Lloydminster Steelers. As we said, this is anybody's game. 10:34 left in this period. As Lloydminster now gains possession of the puck, Taylor Wilkinson dumping the puck into the Red Deer zone. In to get it is Hannah McDonald behind her net, gaining some steam as she passes it forward, just past the outstretched arms of number 20, Darcy Hall. The battle for it along the center line is Darcy Hall gets it back, and she does the tic-tac-toe with herself and Elena Wagstaff. Shot in from the far side. Once again, Red Deer able to capitalize 2 quick goals. This time it was Shay DeMail putting it top shelf. And she's got Bella McKee on her heels there as the Red Deer getting 2 good goals, both from the left side at the 10-11 mark of this third period. We got a tie game. Your wish came true there, Darcy. It's 21-17 in shots for Lloyd, but 3-3. Both teams are even.
Well, it's nice to see Shay DeMail pot one there. She's been dumbfounded with getting some goals here the last few weeks, but she's a heck of a shooter, so it's nice to see her bury one.
So there you have it. That's number 12, Shay DeMille, getting that goal, assisted by Elena Wagstaff and Darcy Hall at the 10-11 mark of the third period. Now it's a fresh game with 10 minutes left to go. Both teams tied at 3. It's an amazing turn of events in the last minute and a half of play.
Well, they're really going to push our technology limits here with the double back-to-backs. We'll see if we can get these replays going. It'd be interesting to see how it works out. So that's it's a good problem to have, though, if you've got multiple goals in a short order. So certainly, as the hometown cheerleader, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we're trying the new technology stuff for you to get this game to the best coverage possible. Nice close-in chance there. Beautiful big save. It might be a third one coming up here. The scramble in front. Eventually, I don't know how it gets covered. Looks like Jason Scott may have fallen on it. No, she did get it. Bella McKee did get her hand on it at 8:59 of the third period. Red Deer looking to go up by 1 after already catching up 2.
Well, let's see if this works here. We'll follow the first one.
Cross ice pass from number 2, Aaron Chambers. Shot on net and close.
Oh, and there it is.
Good job. Paige Grundy gets that initial shot.
We saw the play, a little distant there, but you could see that puck bounce off the boards, and Cass, again, a good eye-hand coordination, just lifted it right over top of Bella McKee, who was sprawled out.
So there you had it. That's our first official provincial replay we got for you online. So now we're back in the real action where Lloydminster is battling for it behind the Red Deer net. 8:37 left in this third period as both teams tied at 3. Huge fall there as Cassidy Maplethorpe trying to get past the Lloydminster defense, and she ends up getting tripped. Reese Lombach also getting tied up with a Red Deer defender in front, or attacker in front of that. This will be Alexander Thompson for Lloydminster, number 13. She'll be taking 2 minutes for tripping into the sin bin at 8:26 of the third period. An exciting game here, folks. Stay tuned, as this is anybody's game yet. Here's a second replay. You'll see this last goal that brought it even for Red Deer. The battle for it along the center line as Darcy Hall gets it back.
Hopefully
and she does
don't miss something
tic-tac-toe with herself, Elena Wagstaff.
Shot in from the far side. Heck of a shot.
Once
and great
again,
camera work
Red Deer
there, Sharon, on that one. That's fantastic. So, yeah, you can see that was an excellent shot.
Good job, Darcy. That's awesome. We got the replay working on for you guys so you can see both those goals again. And we're back to live action here as referees have a bit of a confab with Paige Grenier at center ice. Red Deer winning that face-off, dumped in.
Number 13, Alex Thompson. 2 minutes for tripping at 8:26. Thompson tripping at 8:26.
Alexander Thompson taking a 2-minute penalty for tripping at 8:36 of the third period, putting your Red Deer on the penalty kill. Sorry, Lloydminster on the penalty kill. That's Red Deer's Sage Samargay gets the puck over to Avery Lajeunesse, steps into the slot, takes her shot, doesn't get through traffic though, as Lloydminster are able to clear and dump the puck down ice. 7:47 left in this third period. 22-20 shots in favor of Lloydminster. In behind her net, Red Deer's defense is now moving it up ice. Shea Mill comes across the blue, but unfortunately for Red Deer, they had Cassidy Maplethorpe just a step offside on the bench side of the ice. So that'll bring it up back out into the neutral zone again. 1 minute, 7 seconds remaining in the power play for Red Deer. 7:32 the third period.
I'll take this time to make sure that I let everybody know that I'm multitasking here. So if the Twitter feeds aren't quite up to date as much as the live stream is, I apologize. But we'll get that tidied up and let everybody know in the Twitter world that we're tied at 3. So
that's right. Mr. Darcy Rosie is in charge of not just the live stream, but also doing the YouTube, the Twitter, the website, the whole thing. And so he's a busy man. So we'll do what we can to keep the flow going while he's working. As Reese Lombaugh plays the puck up into neutral ice, back to get it is Hannah McDonald. She plays it over the far side for Ray Zott. Ray Zott's got Cassie Maplethorpe, and she's got Shea DeMille on the left side. Lloydminster's number 11 gets a hold of it first, though. Jaden Thorpe dumps it down ice, and back to get it is Hannah McDonald. She's pressured there by Jenna Plumunden on the forecheck for Lloydminster as they do the penalty kill. This will be offside, unfortunately, as Red Deer having offside problems trying to get that puck into the zone. This time looks like it was number 15, Sage Senergay, who had trouble staying onside. 13 seconds left in that penalty. 6:39 left in this game. Both teams tied at 3. That's Jenna Heimer, steps across the blue line. She's got number 11, Avery Lajeunesse in the slot, who loses her wheels and ends up in the net, in the crease. Looks like she's down. Not sure if she's hurt or not, but she's certainly not moving much in front of the goaltender. Yeah, they're calling for the trainer. I believe that may be Avery Lajeunesse. It is. Went down awkwardly in front of the Lloydminster goaltender. She's looking back to the referee. She's going to get a penalty as well. That insult to her injury as she heads to the box. Not very happy about what's going on. She's taking a holding penalty for Red Deer here at 6:22 of the third.
oh geez. Well, again, it's a tough spot to be a referee in this game. It's you're rarely 100% right. I'm pretty sure that's the case. But you know, we have the benefit of the instant replay and the video, and we're over above the ice looking at it. Little tough for that one to be a penalty when she had 2 hands on her stick driving the net, but it happens. Every team goes through it. You get good calls, bad calls, and you just have to fight through it.
Yeah, I hate to, unfortunately, to point it out there. I think the problem came was when she was laying on the ice. She had Lloydminster's defenseman's stick between her legs, and she was actually pinching her knees shut to hold the stick there. So the signal really should have been holding the stick. But I'm not quite sure what they officially recorded that as. Is she did have the defenseman's stick pinched between her legs, but I'm not sure if that's what the penalty was for. 5:43 in the third. 1 minute 22 seconds left in that penalty to Thompson, as Red Deer's trying to clear themselves off and do another good penalty kill. They tied with Lloydminster 3-3 here after a very spectacular 2-goal streak. Lloydminster finally able to stop the bleeding, and we've gone a few more minutes here without another goal happening.
Yeah, well, this is where the excellent
a huge save. Stephanie Fisher, she got that shot high and lob shot over toward Chantal Sanquist. Saw it last second and got her blocker up high to it would have gone in the top 2 inches of that net, but she got her blocker up and chipped it over the net at the very last second. A huge save for Red Deer's goaltender, Chantal Sanquist.
Yeah, and again, a good clear there again. Yeah, no, that's the game is on the line right there for sure. So with 5 minutes left, that's an incredible save.
That was just almost cat-like reflexes, how fast she saw that puck at the last second and got her blocker up. Very impressive. Nice job by Red Deer's
and you
defense.
can see the attack there by Brandy Steinman. That's where she excels. She's got blazing speed and she's strong. She can get in on that forecheck. So.
Well, she's certainly giving Lloydminster's power play a bit of a grief. They just can't get the things all organized at all as Haley Craig comes into the Red Deer zone. In close, Peyton Lombach tried to get a shot on net, couldn't get it through. Kelsey Hall picked it up, put it back to Alexander Thompson, back on the ice as both teams are full. Actually, sorry, Red Deer still short for the next 6 seconds as Lombok, Lloydminster, tries to get their power play. Unfortunately, Reese Lombok lost her wheels as Red Deer's number 11, La Jeunesse, got on the ice. Was calling for the puck and they just couldn't get it to her. It would have been a great break for La Jeunesse. Nice play there as Wagstaff puts the puck forward to Darcy Hall to get across the blue onside. Shot from the top of the top of the blue line there by Aaron Chambers, goes wide and right into the corner. Now we have number 14, Juliana Goliaths, putting the puck up to the point there. She's actually electing to dump it back into the corner as her partner. Looks like that's
Darcy Hall there now.
Yeah, good one. 20, not 2. I would have called Chambers. That's Hall for sure. Backing now is Hannah McDonald beats Plummunden to the puck. Paige Grenier, nice play over to DeMille. Wow, they almost got a third one off the far left post. You heard that ping happen there as Cassidy Maplethorpe handling the puck on her knees gets it to Paige Grenier, who takes a shot far right side. Another huge chance for Red Deer off the post as I'm sure Bella McKee is wondering what the heck is going on. So many pucks getting so close.
Well, that's just a glimpse of how that this line of Maplethorpe, DeMille, and Grenier have played consistently throughout the year. When they turn it on, they're tough to stop.
Peyton Lombok with Ray Zott battling her in the corner. Back to give her some grief then again is number 6, Madison Rutz.
And there's an excellent non-call from the referee who spotted that the player just fell of her own accord.
A lot of battle in the broadcast corner here. It's kind of hard for us to see, so we don't want to get in the camera way. At the same time, you can see that's sometimes better than us. Peyton Lombok, nice shot through traffic, goes into the shin pads of the Red Deer captain. Now goes to the far side as Chelsea Derbyshire tries to play it, but she's got Shay DeMille right on her right away. Paige Grenier comes up with it. Peyton Lombok on the forecheck.
This could be a break. Oh, Cass just couldn't see her.
Couldn't get the feed there. Shay DeMille having to put on the brakes.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't get a handle of that puck.
Yeah, she did everything she could to try and get control of it back on the blade, but she just couldn't get it there. Nice cross ice feed going to number 15, Sage Center A. At this time, Bella McKee electing to hold it and say enough of this stuff. I don't want to give any late chances here at 1:54 left in the third period. This may be going to overtime as both teams are tied at 3. 24-21 shots in favor of Lloydminster, and the teams are tied at 1:54 the third period here at the Midget AAA Female Provincial Championships bronze medal game. Stephanie Fisher, she steps across the line. She's got Taylor Wilkinson in the slot. Can't get the puck through though, as number 15 Sage Senegay gets a hold of the puck first and puts it back behind her net.
Well, with a minute and a half left, this is definitely feels like overtime already.
Deanna Yaremko puts the puck in for Mackenzie Dachuk. Dachuk plays it in behind to number 15, Tyra Anderson, trying to organize something, but Red Deer's defense doing a good job of keeping them on the outside. Dachuk again, back to Anderson. Anderson puts it to the point where Tiana Yaremko is trying to get away from the forecheck of the Sage Sanagay. Is that the best way to say it? Sanagay?
Sonagray.
Sonagray.
Oh, and there's a shot that just missed the outside corner.
Yaremko, she's dumping it into the zone where Plummunden's there, and it actually now it's to Tyra Anderson. Centering pass. They try to come in close. Chantel Sanquist having to spread out nice and wide.
Lloyd's able to get their defenseman changed, get some fresh legs out there, and it's been a long shift for this line.
Shot from the slot.
They just need to get it out, and there we go.
There we go. That's the Red Deer now making a full 5-person change. Lloydminster joining them. Trying to get onside was Shay DeMille, waiting for her teammate to get caught up as number 16, Elena Wagstaff, found herself deep in the zone, having to hustle back. That's Darcy Hall taking on the Lloydminster defense, and now it's back in the neutral zone where it is a positional battle between Ray Zott with oh my God, number 12 there for Red Deer. That's Shay DeMille eventually getting the puck and trying to clear it, but once again Tiani Remco holding that will do it for this third period, folks. So is it fitting between two Titans at the bronze medal game? Both teams having to take a break here now as we head to overtime in this bronze medal final of the female Midget AAA Provincial Championships here in Red Deer, Alberta Service Arena for Hockey Alberta.
You still have that queued up for that replay, right? Let's look at that one more time.
Let's have one last look at that last goal from Red Deer that brought this to a tie game. We'll show you how it gets in close. The battle for it on the center line is Darcy Hall gets it back, and she does it. We'll show how Shade Emil gets an assist. Very good goal from Elena Wagstaff from Darcy Hall as you get in close there. You get that one chance. You just had your replay again. And we're waiting here for the fourth period, so an overtime 10-minute period to start between Red Deer Chiefs and St. Albert. So that third critical goal there by Shade Emil is what brought Red Deer out of the box and onto the playing field again to push this to an overtime period. Oh, looks correction. Sorry, it's going to be a full 20-minute period as overtime from number 2 here. Aaron Chambers shot on net. It's going to be 4-on-4.
Good
job. Paige Grenier gets that initial shot.
Second goal there. They kind of started that little spree off, those two quick goals by Cass Maplethorpe there as well. So
here we go. They're facing off at center ice. It's a whole new game. It's fourth period overtime here as Red Deer Chiefs take on the Lloydminster PWM Steelers. Tiana Yaremko challenged there by Paige Grenier, I should say. Shade Emil stepping in deep as both teams trying to put their powerhouse players out there to try and end this as quick as possible so that it doesn't become an endurance test. Hannah McDonald with that bullet from the shot from the point goes wide and left for Lloydminster's number 11, that's Jaden Thorpe in there to play it up in the neutral zone. Paige Grenier tries to chip the puck over to Shade Emil, but gets past her stick, and here comes Craig. Haley Craig, a shot going wide. Picking up puck from her is Kelsey Hall now battling against Hannah McDonald behind. Haley Craig gets the wraparound attempt. Doesn't get it through, though, as Chantel Sanquist stops that. Now off the boards, Shade Emil dumps it in the zone, and this is Cassie Maplethorpe. She does it again.
Oh, there it is.
She comes in lower side circle, and she roofs it. Just a wicked snapshot there. Goes over the shoulder of number 33 goaltender Bella McKee. And 57 seconds into this overtime, Red Deer takes this bronze medal championship by going 4-3 after a 2-point comeback to tie Lloydminster Steelers in this third period. Red Deer now takes home the bronze medal to close out their season of this 2018 Midget AAA Female Championships here in Service Arena Hockey, Alberta.
Red Deer Southwest Chief, fourth goal, scored by number 8, Cassidy.
You got a replay on that, Darcy? That was one hell of a close-in shot. Is not a whole lot that Bella McKee could do on that. It was a bit of a rifle from the top.
no, I managed to get that in the middle of trying to tell the Twitter world that we were heading to OT. They scored just like that. So, but that again, that's let's take a look at it quick here.
So we're switching back, and you'll see the play set up as they come in over the blue line. Sorry, he's just taking a second here to cue it all up because it's a pretty involved process as the streamer. So you'll see us switch over to it in a second here as both teams are shaking hands at center ice right now. It gives us a chance to jump back and review how that goal happened. Now off the boards, Shade Emil dumps it in the zone on the right side. You see Shade Emil stepping to the bottom of the circle, and she just roofs it.
And that was actually Cassidy Maplethorpe.
Sorry,
with that one, yeah.
That's right. So the Cassie Maplethorpe finishing this game in fine fashion. She's already got one. That was her second goal of the game, and she manages to just come in and put a sniper shot over the shoulder of Bella McKee. So nothing bad on McKee. I mean, she faced a lot of shots and played really well again today, but So, like you say, somebody had to win, and eventually it was the Red Deer battling themselves back from a deficit 3-1 to a tie to a 4-3 overtime win.
Yeah, well, I think Lloyd should certainly hold their heads high. It's, again, as we talked about, it's tough for these two teams that know basically Friday that they weren't going to be playing in a championship game. And yesterday's game, they lost 5-1 and came back strong today. So excellent effort for them as well. So.
Crunch Canada West in West Edmonton Ball. Vern Pooley to award the Crunch Fitness Player of the Game for the Lloydminster Steelers. Number 9, Stephanie Fisher.
The captain for Lloydminster, Stephanie Fisher, number 9, taking home the player of the game for this championship game for Lloydminster Steelers.
Our award of guest watches were sponsored by Crunch Fitness.
Players of the game getting guest watches from
Chiefs, number 12,
the sponsor of today's game. Player of the game for Red Deer Chiefs is Shay DeMille, taking home her guest watch. So now the award ceremony for the Red Deer Chiefs getting their bronze medals as they will line up on the blue line.
Representing ATV Financial, branch manager in Red Deer, Lee Deary. And Jason Reynolds of Hockey Alberta. Bronze medal, Red Deer Sutter Chiefs, number 1, Rebecca Bridge. Number 2, Aaron Chambers. Number 3, Stephanie Keeper. Number 4, Paige Grenier. Number 5, Grace Zott. Number 6, Madison Russ. Number 7, Katie Rosie. Number 8, Cassidy Maplethorpe. Number 9, Brandy Steinman. Number 10, Kaylee Bueller. Number 11, Avery Desjardins. Number 12, Shay DeVale. Number 14, Juliana Galaez. Number 15, Sage Saturday. Number 16, Elena Wagstaff. Number 17, Emma Thomas. Number 18, Hannah McDonald. Number 19, Jenna Heimer. Number 17, Julie Wagner. Number 20, Darcy Hall. Number 31, Chantel Sandquist. Bob White, Brett Gold, and Rio Desjardins.
There you have it, folks. That's the closing ceremonies for this first game of the Bronze Medallion game for the championship here at the Service Arena. We will leave you be to watch a few trailing minutes as we close up the broadcast side for this game and get ready for the gold medal game. So please stay tuned and join us again when the gold medal game starts very shortly.
Well, and again, as Lloyd leaves the ice here, all heads should be high. To be honest with you, I thought that was a well-played game. I thought it could potentially get a little chippy. Certainly, the two teams are they're battlers and competers, but it was a pretty good game, and it was fun to watch. And of course, obviously on the home side, it's a little more rewarding and exciting when you win. But you can certainly appreciate the skill level that Lloyd brought to the game, and they did not quit once. So it was good to see.
Yeah, this Red Deer team, like you said earlier, getting their last chance to have a team photo with their bronze medals, though, to close out their season and get those fine memories as they all head off to their post-secondary for the seniors, to the post-secondary experience.
Oh, look at that! If you can, it's tough to see from the camera angle, but they all have threes up, so it's nice to see there's some smiles on their faces and appreciating the fact that they won their final game, and again, despite not being a gold wrapped around their neck, obviously they're pretty happy there with winning the game. So.
Yep, hockey memories.
Yeah. Well, that is what it's all about. If you're not having fun out there, I guess there's no real point. So it's never fun to lose. So I know obviously we feel for the visitors.
Yeah, you want that intense athletic elite competition, but at the same time, at the very end, it does come down to having fun and playing with some very talented teammates.
Oh, and I didn't realize this was going to be a thing, so I'm going to depart ways so I can take a picture of my daughter.
Get on down there, Dad.
Alrighty.
All right, folks, thanks for watching. We'll tune out for now, and we'll catch you for the gold medal game. This is Stuart Hill, the regular season voice of the Fire, saying thank you for Darcy Rosie, the voice of the Red Deer Chiefs, and the broadcast crew up here in the booth. Goodbye for now.